Hey guys, Martin here from Awaken Realms, and today it's quite an exciting day because what I'm holding in my hands is actually really heavy. It's Tainted Grail core box and Tainted Grail Monster of Avalon expansion. They just came here a few hours ago and I'm extremely excited to finally hold it in my hands. I think that you guys are excited as well. I just, before we'll dive into it, a few things to mention. First of all, not everything here is the final quality. For example, miniatures are final quality, the boxes are final quality, inserts and boards, but there are a lot of components that, for example, cards are just a digital proof. The journal is also not the final component, so all that will be probably, it will be in better quality. But we wanted to kind of show you the content of the box and show you basically at what stage we are and everything that we already have. And there are a lot, a lot of things in here because just the core box is like 700 cards, each with different rules, the unique artworks, and the exploration journal is over 100,000 words. So in terms of the content, it's 5 times, I would say, like normal games that we did is like 5 times as much. It requires so much work, so much effort from the whole team, but finally having it in my hands feels really good and I'm really excited to get into it. I hope you guys are excited as well, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so we'll start with Monsters of Avalon. As you can see, there is a really nice box art in here. I really enjoy it. Also on the back you got a list of all the models and everything. So yeah, let's open it up. So as you will actually see, this is kind of one of the details that I like. You have the black finish on inside of the box. It costs a little bit extra, but I really like it. I really enjoy it. And here you got the 2-layer insert with all the models. You got the top layer with a Tainted Grail logo engraved in it, which is transparent and will just protect your minis from getting out. And the black one that basically just keeps all the miniatures. What is really cool about that is that they are kind of like pushy, so you need to kind of like push the models inside of a little bit, so they are kept in place quite nicely throughout the transportation, and on top of that you got the protective layer on those. So in a second we'll just make a video going through all the models so that you can see the details for yourself. I just want to show you guys my favorite ones. This will be this one model, and I'm really extremely happy with the levels of details that we were able to achieve. This was like a huge focus for the whole team. We really wanted those models to look amazing, and I think that our 3D team were able to succeed. They're looking just great, and I think that you guys will be extremely happy with it. So yeah, take a look at them. Alright, and time for the main star of the event. So Tainted Grail core box. It is really big. It weighs like around, the final weight I think is around 5 kilograms, which is a lot for a board game. Usually there are a lot of board games on the market that have huge boxes and then half of it is covered with an insert. We try to pack it as much as possible inside with content. And the first thing, obviously the box, quite hard to stuff. There you can see an amazing art by Eva. It's like one of my favorite arts that we ever done. It's hard to pick one, but again, black finish inside the box. And you can also have some arts on the sides here and here and here and here. Alright, so we'll start with the components that we'll start with some components that's probably the heart of the game, which is the Adventures Journal. It is not the final version, it is just the kind of like a digital prototype that we printed. So this thing will be totally different. The quality of the print and paper will be a little bit better. But there will be in total like around 200 pages of content. And right now I just wanted to show you a few of them, just so you know, like, don't look at it too much. But what I'm quite excited about is, like, first of all, you have a really nice art in here, and the second of all, we also were able to add it some kind of cool little snippet of art, concept arts that we have left over, and I think that they give in a lot of kind of cool feel to the whole thing. So I think it's really nice looking, and there's obviously there are like tons of amazing stories, amazing secrets that you got inside of this book, and it will give you a lot of replayability, trust me, as well. Then we got the starting letters for each of the characters. We don't have the Nyam letter here, but it's like in writing. Then you will have 30 save sheets. So here you have the save for the characters, and here the status of your campaign. So that's a lot of save sheets that you're gonna probably be totally enough normally, but you know, like if you need some more, we'll just put the PDF file online so you can just print it out. And there is 4 adventures maps that just gives you a quick look on how it looks. Obviously it is not a detail map, you will obviously need to discover all of those things yourself, but it kind of gives you the sense of like the directions and general things that are going to happen on the world map. Then we got Nyam character, and this one is kind of individual that you can put at every archetype. What's cool is like on the back you have like a full setup, including a little bit story intro snippets, starting resources, how do you set up this character, and then you put it here and you have like starting ability and a special like this, not a special ability, but something that she's not good at. Lacking English word for it, sorry. So we also got obviously 2-layer huge insert, plastic insert inside the box, again with a logotype. What's cool inside, maybe I'll put it like that so you can see it, is that you have like a special slots for all the character boxes in here, so you can easily just store them here, and they're very nicely here. Let's open it up. Yeah. All right. So we got 4 archetypes. There's like a special finger slots, so that we again see the setup rules. We can place our archetypes in here, and then you have like a very nice double layer.
Martin,
Turn it around. Yeah. Yes, that is a good idea. Thank you, Camille. So you got some special slots that you can put in, and thanks to that, you know, like whenever someone would just bump the table, all the components will not fall down. As you can see, not only those special things will be asymmetric, but also the amount of terror and energy. So for example, you got Islay, who have a maximum of terror in here, but Beor will just look a little bit different because you have different bonuses in here. So every character have a little bit different things and a little bit different schemes, and I think this gives a really interesting asymmetry on how you play it. So you obviously got Islay, Beor, Maggot, and RF. Alright. Then let's go to the box, and we got this insert in here. So when you remove the insert, as you can see, there's like just a lot of cards in here, and I'll just be showing it one by one. But maybe let's start with something.
Little break?
Yeah, that's okay. We can make a break. Alright, the main box, and again we got a double layer insert with black finish inside the box. There's like special slots for fingers. It's not working perfectly yet. I will be a little bit working on it. I mean, it's, you know, like it's good enough. It just this is a little bit too long for my taste. And as you can see already inside, tons of cards, a lot of cards. As I said, those are only digital proofs. Normally in the game you'll also have a rulebook and an open and play rulebook, but those are in progress. Even though the exploration journal is also work in progress. We're still working on those, making sure that everything is good, the translation is good, the wording is good, correct, and so forth. Let's start with something small, dices, because I'm really kind of like them. This is also not final. As you will see, they're a little bit too much to the right. It will be corrected in a second, but generally I like the color, and basically the design of the dice is quite nice. So this is the normal 1/6 dice, and here you have a monster die that will dictate where the monsters are traveling or not. Then you have the heroes, and later in the video, at the very end of the video, we'll just make a full close-up of all the models in the core box. Not to kind of give you this one, but here you can see really quickly them outside of the box, and the RF is a little bit harder to take out, but it's, yeah. So we changed the scales, as you know, from 32 to 45 millimeters, and I think it really benefited the sculpts. So all the details are really rich. Very happy with those hero models. You have Fort Dweller, which is quite huge, and obviously you've also got Menhirs. And a few important changes that you saw. So first of all, we unlocked different designs for every Menhir, but we also added something that costed quite a lot, but it's a very good quality of life update, because you have those plastic dials that will determine how many turns you have left for the Menhir, and we made a special hard plastic base for those Menhir. So first of all, they will not be fiddly because it's perfectly flat, because it's hard plastic, and secondly, whenever you will want to explore a card, you will just take it like this. And before it was you need to take this one, make sure that it will not move, and so forth. And right now it's very easy to move, and it will also hold whenever someone moves the table or not. So those are the plastic miniatures in the core box, and again, I'm extremely happy how everything turned out in terms of the plastic. We'll just later make a full close-up on those components, so don't worry if not all the details are here. Next component, we got the dials, so 10 plastic dials. That will just kind of determine, you can toss them as well, and determine some of the gameplay mechanics. And they are also quite easy to move. One thing that works with it is actually the quest marker and the time markers, we made those in two kind of levels. So first of all, they go inside. So as you can see, there's like a special place for them, and then you can move them around and they will again not fall out. So we make them deeper especially for that, to make sure that they will not fall out and they will track time quite nicely, and they do that. And there's a special golden one for tracking quests, so also very useful. For those of you who have got the metal add-on, I'm not sure if I have it here, maybe I do. Alright, so here are the example of the metal coins, much heavier. We also redesigned them all to be deeper, much thicker. You can feel the weight of it, but also very useful, so that they will not, those trackers will not fall off, and be good to track everything. And you can also put those in the menhirs, and everything will have. So those are, you know, like very small details, but it kind of shows you that we put a lot of effort into this game, so we wanted every detail to work out pretty nice. And in addition to that, those are, you know, like if you spend 70 hours with a game, you want those little details to work actually, because otherwise it will be quite annoying. Okay, so let's move those aside a little bit. And let's show more tokens. So those are actually the plastic tokens, limiters for life and terror. So we got 4 of them, 1 per each character. You got some standard cubes, quite a lot of them actually. We planned much less, but we added a lot of extra of those just in case you will need those. And you know, like in the playing through campaign, 15 chapters, we actually found out that very often you will need more of those, so we just made them. Another small details that you can find is that, let me open those, that those ones are a little bit bigger, so that whenever they go on your board, you will not able to mark those with these ones, because those are multiplier of resources. So instead of, you know, like holding 10 or 5 cubes, you'll just put those in here. All right, so as you can see, after a short break, a lot of cubes in here. And what's really cool, I like, is that they are really well fit into the board. So whenever you will move it, it will not jump out. Sure. You can put it in here, and it's like very satisfying to put it in, because it's like just like perfectly made. So it's just like, if you're a perfectionist, I think you'll appreciate the work what we put on those boards. All right, and probably the main component is the cards, but again, I will just remind you that the cards is not a final production. This is just a digital sample, so the layouts and everything is final, but it's not the final printing quality. The paper stock will be better, the colors, the final colors will be better, and everything. I will not show you those because those are secret chapters, but I really quickly want to show you some of the arts, because I think that it's extremely beautiful. Yeah, let me take another deck. As you can see, this is just combat cards. I think combat, or no, this is, for example, encounters. And okay, I'll just try to real quickly jump to some other decks. Oh yeah, here you got the combat cards, and at like the very last moment we do some small changes to the reverses to make them even better looking. So this is how the combat cards on the back looks like. Here you have advancement pool for combat, which is also quite nice. Well, it shows you the art in here. And as you can see, a lot of those cards are just amazing, straight up amazing. And there are a lot of unique cards on all of them. So it's making me really excited. And let's just, you know, like show you how many cards there is in here. There's like one bunch, there's like another huge bunch in here. for other characters. There's diplomacy combats in here and so forth. Then you got those huge combat tarot size cards. And okay, I will just show you one from the starting location, not to spoil you anything. So you got Quanact Village, and whenever you come inside, there's like a special place for the journal. But as you can see, a lot of those cards as well. Then you have a bunch of help cards that will help you during the gameplay. And then we got the events cards I already showed. And then we got some dying cards and special event cards as well to mix up in the events. We got some secrets that I will categorically not show you, but I really like the layout of those as well. And we got some items in here, and I can show you some of the items. Again, a lot of unique arts in those, as you can see. Some of the cards, it's looking really nice. And those items are quite tricky too, because there are a lot of good choices to make in there. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk to with you real quickly, those are just character advancement cards again. We changed the layout of those a little bit, so whenever you advance, you can choose to kind of upgrade one of your statistics, either this side and put it in, or the other side and to put it in here, right? All right, and one last thing that I really quickly want to talk about is the insert, because as you can see here, you have a special save system. So whenever you will actually want to save your game, you will take your character deck and you will put it, I'll show you in a second, in here, and all the items that you got, let's say here, you also put it in here, and it will be saved here. So whenever you want to start playing again, you just take it back and you have everything settled, and then the rest is on the save sheet, so you can actually write down everything there and start up really quickly. So that's it, pretty much it for the Tainted Grail. As you can see, a lot of content, a lot of work we put into it. I really hope that you'll enjoy this game once we'll finally be shipping it your way. So thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments what you think. Cheers, bye bye.